Welcome back. This is going to be the second video sequence for the modeling for our TMA parts. This is going to be the CNC Cam Advanced Jack Cube. I'm going to go ahead and model it today. This is a CAM project, CAD CAM project. So we're first going to start off on a model. This is going to be a very easy, very quick model to make. There is not too much going on here. And we'll double check some of these dimensions here as we go and make sure everything's going to be pretty good. So in order for us to start this off, I'd like to download it. So you can click over here, open a new window, hit the download button. It'll pop up down here, and there we go. I think it's a lot easier to work with these if they're at least in a PDF viewer. If you want to open it up as a PDF viewer, you can do that over here. You can just show in folder, and you can right click the download and open with Adobe Acrobat if you like to do this. So there's a lot of different ways to open this up, but I like to just look at the image and kind of go over a few of these. Some minor discrepancies with this drawing right out the gate. Not sure why it's not opening. Here we go. So first off, this is not 0.58 to be exact. We're going to explain why this 0.7 here looks like it's the correct dimension, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at. Hopefully, this is the correct dimension that we're going with. The 0.58 is not the correct dimension. I don't know why they didn't round this up or down. They rounded it up by a bit. So we're going to take a look at the math here. The overall length of a cube is 1.85. The distance here is 0.7 is cubed, so it's 0.7 this way too. And we're going to 1.85 minus 0.7 equals 1.15. So that means that's the space, the distance here, plus the distance from the bottom of the cube down. So we're going to divide that by 2 to figure out the exact distance. It's 0.575. So it's not 0.58, it's 0.575. So we're going to take note of that. Also, the 0.51 here is not correct. It is 0.5 for the diameters here. So I'm not sure what that 0.51 is trying to reference. And there's some other things that are a little goofy here. This 0.75 I don't think is necessary. We assume that the circle here is on center, so 0.75 is not necessary. But the rest of this, and this is 0.925, all the 0.75 is basically not necessary because you have a 0.925 here referencing that everything's centered. So we're going to go ahead and get started modeling this. This is going to be a pretty quick basic design. Right off the bat, I'm going to hit the save button, and I'm going to call it Jack Cube. And I'm going to save. I'm going to make a rectangle that's 1.85 by 1.85 and extrude at 1.85. So it's going to be a pretty basic first sketch. So I'm going to sketch on the XY plane right there. Click once. I'm going to drag it out. I'm going to type in 1.85. I'm going to hit the tab button. 1.85. I'm going to tab again. Then I'm going to left click. If you do that, if you do 3 tabs and type in the number twice and then left click once, it makes a very quick, easy square. There's another way to do this that's a little bit more laborious. You can click here and make a sketch of the rectangle. You can come over here to the dimension tool, create dimension, or hit the letter D and click twice. Click one and type in 1.9 or 1.85, and here 1.85. Hit enter. Now we have our 1.85 by 1.85 sketch. There's a lot of ways to sketch these dimensions. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to finish sketch. I'm going to extrude this. I'm going to come over here to extrude. I'm not a big fan of the press pull. Bring it out. 1.85. Now we got that done. We're going to go ahead and start with 2 circles and extrude those down. And the distance we're going to go down with these is that 0.575, not 0.58. So I'm going to go make a sketch, choose it right there, and make a, first thing I'm going to do is make sure I'm in the center point. I'm going to make a line. I'm not going to keep these lines, but they're just going to help align the center point. So now I have a clear center point in the middle of my sketch. By doing two lines, I'm going to make a circle. First circle is going to be a 1/2 inch, 0.5. The second circle is going to be 1.5. Now I'm going to go into my trim tool right here, trim, and I'm going to start trimming up these lines because I don't need them. I'm going to finish sketch. I'm going to extrude, and I'm going to go down 0.575. And I'm going to bring it the other way. Negative 0.575. So it's going down. We are going to cut. I'm going to choose OK now. Now it doesn't really look like the model here, but it will pretty soon. Once we start mirroring these around. In order for mirror to work, we mirror pattern. We need some planes to go ahead and pattern this around a circular pattern. So we're going to pattern this feature around itself. So we're going to go into plane. We're going to make a construction plane, and we're going to make one here. So we choose the top and then choose the middle. I'm going to do mid-plane, I'm sorry. I'm going to click on this plane, I'm going to flip it over here and choose this, and put a plane in the middle. I'm going to select OK. I'm going to do another one of these. I'm going to go down to mid-plane, I'm going to choose this face, I'm going to rotate it around. So I'm going to start making a pattern right here all the way through. And I'm also going to go ahead and choose OK. Another mid-plane, choose this face, and this one. Cancel. Choose this back plane and this one. Now I have 3 working planes here that I'm going to be able to revolve around. The other thing I'm going to probably do is axis through cylinders. And I should be able to do axes through here. No, I don't want to do that. I want to cancel. Okay, so we're going to do an axis through 2 planes. I'm going to choose these 2, put an axis there. I'm going to OK. I'm going to go back in the axis through 2 planes. I'm going to choose this one and that one. And I think I have the axes I need. I don't think I need any more. And I can start to revolve this, a circle pattern around these planes. This is one way to do it. Otherwise, you could keep sketching on top of these planes. This is probably the more advanced way to do it. I'm going to show you another way to do it here that might be a little bit easier. And we're going to do a circular pattern. We are going to go ahead and choose objects. So the object I'm going to choose is going to be this one that I made. The axis is going to be this axis. And we're not going to do 3, we're going to do 4 of these right around here. And I'm going to go ahead and choose OK. And now I have 4 of these made, and I just need to go ahead and do 2 more. So I am going to, unfortunately, going to need to make 1 more axis. Actually, I could use this axis right here to end this feature. I don't know how well that's going to work out, but we're going to try it out. But if you do need to make another axis, go to construction, axis through 2 planes, and we can go ahead and make 1 more axis through this plane and through that one. Now we have all our axes created. I'm going to do another circle pattern, create pattern, circular pattern. going to choose this circle here. I'm going to choose this axis. Object is selected. I'm going to choose this axis, and I don't want to do a full. I want to do an angle, 90 degrees. And I'm only going to make 2. So I am now going to make this feature on the top. Choose OK. So now I have 5 of these circles done. I need 1 more. I have 1 more at the very bottom here. And then this thing is going to be all the way modeled out. So I'm going to do 1 more circle pattern. Create. Pattern. Circular pattern. You choose, again, I'm coming down here to my browser because it's much easier for me to choose this extrusion. I'm going to choose the axis. So I want it to revolve around this axis. I don't want to go full. I'm going to go angle, 90 degrees. I don't want 3 objects. I want 2. I think I need to go 270 degrees because I already went 90. Yeah, it's going to put it on the right side now. Sorry about that. I think you can do negative 90 as well. And now I'm going to have all 6 of these made. So now I have all 6 of these made all the way around. And that is one way to do this. I'm going to make another video going back to my first extrusion and show you another way that might be maybe a little bit easier to do with 5 extrusions instead of doing all these with 3 circle patterns. All these work planes, work axes, and patterns. So I'm going to show another way to do this. It's just a little bit repetitive, but it will get the job done. So thank you for watching, and if you want to refer to my second video here, you can go ahead, but I'm going to rewind for the second video back to this point. Thank you for watching.